Okay, jumping straight into the Tyvar Brawl. The deck is pretty self-explanatory. We've got elves drawing elves, and we've got more elves doing elf things, and we've got Tyvar giving them all tap to make a black mana or put a counter on them. He can make elves, he can put counters and give death touch, and he can make you draw lots of cards once you get him up to 6. Let's threaten them real quick with this. See if we can outgrow their Yorvo there. So we can kill some stuff. That's one of the themes in the deck. Kill their biggest thing. Another theme is return. Here and there we've got some return from the graveyard. Create 2 elves. If it's an elf, make 2 more elves. So if there's nothing else to do, we might foretell that. Can't quite cast Tyvar yet. Soul Shatter is an instant, so maybe we save this here instead. And that also lets us leave Heroic Intervention up. Soul Shatter their Yorvo so they can't just come in. This is cool because you can have a full board of elves and make them all indestructible and hexproof. And when your opponent is an elf deck and they're not spending their 3 mana, you know there's probably something up. So maybe he'll cast his Yorvo, maybe he won't. Maybe they're distracted, maybe the server is acting up. There he is. There he goes. Hopefully drawing a land this turn. Be nice to have Tyvar out. Not that one. One of the very few lands in the deck that don't allow us to do what we want here. I don't think we need Ayara right now. In fact, she might not even really belong in the deck. If you're looking at the list, you might notice that there is one card absent, the Skemfar Avenger. Didn't have enough to craft it, I'm sorry. This is not the best representation of the possible deck. If it was, Ayara would be Skemfar Avenger. In fact, she could be traded for just about any other elf. She has really helped in a couple battles, but is not necessary. Okay, we're going to come out here, and we can't attack, so let's just leave it like this. We can block with that. How much is this? 4 to cast, so that's not going to work. No attacks. We could have theoretically just put the counter here and then been ready for this to attack, but this is probably going to become a 5-3 or something this turn, so we want to be ready to just chunk block it so it can't kill Tyvar. And if we can get this to live till next turn, then we can give it some counters in a much better way. Nice to be leaving Heroic Intervention up for a little while. They might have some fights. Probably leave this for when something dies. Maybe the Wildborn Preserver gets put in the graveyard, but we'll see. That is very nice. Okay, probably want Jespera out. Hello. That's unfortunate. Don't want them to get any bigger. And we will decline for now. Gonna tap this one to destroy this one. We'll make an elf. And leave up 2 mana. Do we really want to do that? Let's just go all in for 4. No. Well, that's not... Alright, so we might as well use this since we can't do anything else. Take the Visionary to hand and just cast it. And we can decline that now that we don't have any mana. That might have even been a better turn anyway. Ouch. Maybe not. Okay, so there goes Tyvar for the first time. No? Wow. Alright. We can race the Vorinclex by making it quite huge. Leaving this guy up. So now let's take the action and actually use it. +7, I think. What's the auto pay on that? Yeah, that's perfect. And then put Herald down. Oh yeah. That's what we want to see. Thought I went +7. Oh, Vorinclex, that's right. He is a problem. He's going to take away half of your counters every time you get any. They didn't want to attack last time, so maybe they don't this time. Okay, that kills the Wildborn Preserver. Now Tyvar can die, right? I'm pretty sure. This will help next turn. Get that back out. We definitely want to leave up enough next turn to... Okay. Oof. So we really need Vorinclex to die, and we really need the Thorn Mammoth to die. The Thorn Mammoth is much more painful right now, though. I think we can both cast the Canopy Tactician and kill the Thorn Mammoth, though. Not quite, huh? Okay. Well, we want to start building up Tyvar. Oh, we can't build up Tyvar with Vorinclex, that's right. This is going to be a trouble. Without the +3/+3 from, what's his name? From the other Planeswalker in the deck, and without the extra draw and haste from Tyvar, this is going to be quite difficult. Okay, so that's indestructible, but Vorinclex is not. We can only do 6 damage to it, though. Too bad we didn't make our elf. We can't put a counter on anything or grow the Planeswalker right now. Okay. probably want to use that. So, let's make another elf. We could return and start very, very slowly building up the Wildborn Preserver to be able to make it over the top of the Vorinclex. They're being very, very shy about attacking. I think that offering them a couple of creatures would be okay here. We can't get through with much. We could just attack with a 2/2. Just sack a 2/2 so that we can draw a card. I hate that they're holding our whole army back, but making trades right now isn't going to help a lot. At least we got through the swamp. So having a 6/5 increases our chances that they leave us alone for a second. Now, I'm not sure why they're not casting Yorvo before the Old Growth Troll. Seems like that would be the way to go. Oof. That Renata plus the Vorinclex. A lot of pain. That's quite nice. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we can get lethal here one of these days. We can return upon the tide. There. Let's see, we need one green open. Other than that, we can tap a few. You do at least 2, though. So let's start with 0. We can do this on the end of their turn so that we're not tapping out. And we've also got Heroic Intervention ready. Plus Elven Ambush. Hopefully that's enough. We'll have to count it up. So it'll be all of our biggest creatures. 4, they'll have 5 or 6 creatures depending on if they just cast that. Okay. 10/10. So I think we have 12 elves that can get through pretty easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of their creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of our creatures. So I'm not going to be double blocking. If they do attack, that's good too. You can add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to him. Oh, I guess 8. Two more, okay. Now we have to decline each one. Suppose we could hit enter, we could hit command enter. No. That's kind of annoying, isn't it? Okay. That should do it. So they've got a fog. Oh, there's Garrick. That's who I wanted to see earlier. We have no other fancy abilities to use, so I think we just get in there. We could destroy a creature. No, we don't even have enough because of Vorinclex. So let's just kill him. If this were a normal attack, not just end the game with Infinite Elves attack, obviously we would have wanted to leave this open. And if we didn't make this attack, they'd have enough to come back and kill us next turn. So they're going to make all their perfect blocks. So very good blocks for them. Okay, Epic. 18 times 2 is 36, right? So, good game. Clothis. Sandlust. Not a bad hand. We'd like to have a few more little elves to put in the way of things, but we can make sure Clothis doesn't come out too early. That's a good draw. Could just come out and put pressure on, but screen players like our ramp, right? Rada. Ramp, ramp, ramp. So that's 8 mana available next turn. Cast this and this and put 2 counters on him. If they stop touching the Canopy Tactician. No, they don't want to. We've got a couple ways to get him back. That's an important card. Rada does deserve to die, so maybe we'll do that. That's another important card, so hopefully we don't just kill it. Kind of want to get it down before Tyvar Kill, because then we can create the 0 or the 1/1 elf and put a few tokens. Tear out the Peaks. Don't have a way to deal with that now. The Heartless Act is looking like it really wanted to be played there, isn't it? So hopefully they decide. Well, I guess it doesn't matter either way, does it? They can fly over. No, I shouldn't have attacked. They can fly over and kill Tyvar. This is one of the main reasons I have Wildborn Preserver. It's an archer, and it's very easy to forget that the archers have their ability to reach up and grab a dragon. Well, this is going to be one of the few games that I've actually lost with Tyvar. That's unfortunate. I think even if I would have played that correctly, it wouldn't have went any better than this. We could have prevented a little bit of damage to the face, but it's just inevitable at this point. If you don't have an answer for Terror of the Peaks, they would have just killed the Wildborn Preserver and then hit Tyvar with the Terror. Okay, Agar, have we got some targets for you? This is a kind of a bad matchup because Agar can quite easily Jungle Hollow. That's not a temple. This should be a temple. The Hollow doesn't do much good in this deck. Agar can quite easily hit our creatures and gain cards and get massive card advantage because we have very few large creatures in the deck. It's one of the largest ones, and it's a 4/3. I'm gonna have to try to kill Agar as quick as possible. That means using this thing's ability right now. Target creature gets -3/-3. And just keep it off the board as much as possible. It's not going to be easy to do, though. You are an elf. Seem a little bit underpowered, though. I'm not sure why people are putting this in the deck. I thought I'd give it a try. If it got counters every time it attacked or blocked. That is fine. Would have been nice to have it for this, but I can save that for its +3/+3 ability. Return upon the tide. Do we want to do that? I kind of think so. Maybe save it for now, though. Put Tyvar out. Can draw a card if he puts down Agar and sacrifices. No, he can't do that this turn. Our only real hope is that they're greedy and they try to get as many cards as they possibly can. It doesn't look like they're going to be doing that. And waiting for the attacks and blocks with Agar. Okay, we can put Tyvar down. Let's threaten him with one of these first. Not bad, one for a 2/2 attack. He has to take care of this because if I get that emblem killing these wolves, then that's trouble. Target creature. How do we deal with some prowess goblins? Okay. That's about as good as we could hope for. Let's see, 1, 2, 5. Can we spend 5? Take this out for 6 eventually. Probably get there pretty easily. I'm going to have to use the wolf ability. It's tough. Let's draw a card. See, now that would be nice though, wouldn't it? For the Agar. Maybe just keep holding it. The drawing a card and getting the Visionary back lets us cast Tyvar. But this guy's just so dangerous. I feel like I have to save it for him. That should be game. Does not want to kill a wolf. Kill our own wolf. I usually run that Forticast, or that, what is it, Forticast? Deal 4 damage to each creature. Cool. There's some cool stuff here, so we'll keep. Realm Walker's pretty awesome. Got enough removal now to make it, I think. Again, they are going to remove the Realm Walker instantly as soon as we put it down. Hello, Jinzo Red. I got a rope for you. Okay, I guess we start giving them things to kill. I want this to survive more than anything else. It would be very nice to have, but if they've got any sense, they'll kill it and kill the Okame adversary. Unless they decide they want to leave it on the board for a few turns and then make me sack it to get it with Turgrid. Really hate to have to use my Heartless Act on that, but I do want to draw a card. Oh, Turgrid Control. Wow. Okay. We just kill it. Let's just kill it. Draw a card. The more cards we draw, the more removal we get. Okay, we have enough next turn to Tyvar into Canopy Tactician. leaving only a 2/2 elf untapped after we make one there. That should be okay. Gets his thing back. Don't particularly like that. Do we play our own game or play their game? I think we can get away with an attack here. Maybe we'll just play Tyvar and wait for the Canopy Tactician. Let's do the +1/+1 so that they're afraid to attack. Can get the... Can still cast Heartless and can get the Realm Walker back at some point. Or maybe even the Thorn Mantle Striker if we want. If they go for Tyvar, I think I'll Heartless Act the Rankle. If they go for Face, I don't care, we can sack. Not that they would use that ability with this board, right? What you got, Turgrid? Come on. Really? Okay. I think that... He hasn't actually exiled anything yet, so that just goes into exile, yeah. Okay. Sure. Would be nice to get up to 6, wouldn't it? Then again, gonna have me draw another card. I could use one. It's all good. We have 5, 10, 16, 20 damage on the board, right? 7, yep. So another cool thing you can do is tap for the mana, untap your elf, then use the mana. All right, I can see all your stuff, so I'm not gonna be able to do anything about this. And that's basically what Pyre of the Heroes is for. All right, one last game. Versus the Beast. Let's keep that. We've gotten this quite a few times, but I've never actually used it. Not that there wouldn't be a chance to use it in a good way. But there's enough value in the deck that it's kind of hard to want to spend 5 for an effect like this. I think it's still useful, but maybe not necessarily. Maybe not necessary. I think I'll let you have your ramp there. Will I? Will I really? Maybe not. They've got so many good things in their deck. I think we have to let that go, unfortunately. We'll let them put the Questing Beast out next turn and then kill it. Probably, or get a land and kill it. So do we ramp or do we herald? Come at me. You can do it. Be brave. This is not the card you want to see in a matchup with a Planeswalker. I think a lot of the time people forget that Questing Beast just... I have people attack my Planeswalkers with Questing Beast all the time. The damage goes straight through, though. You don't need to be doing that. Yeah, this is unfortunate. Maybe we'll start with Heartless Act. Ramp straight into it. The Woodland Mystic. This gets it out a turn earlier. The extra mana, I mean. If they decide they want to keep their Questing Beast in the command spot. So 6 mana next turn, 7 mana if we tap Herald. And put Tyvar down. So that's enough for the Visionary, and we'll see, but then maybe kill the In Search of Greatness. Generally, it doesn't do that much, but I could get a 3 to cast for free. Not too bad. Kind of want my elf usually on the first use of this so that I can get an extra mana next turn. So going for advantage on the field, if they decide to put their questing beast out with 1, 2, 5, 6 with 1 land is all they need, they can definitely kill Tyvar. But In Search of Greatness didn't put anything down, at least. Alright, looks like a pretty good target to bind. Or even, so that's 5, 6. Let's just kill it with the Thorn Mantle Striker. Increase our board presence rather than ramping anymore right now. Alright. So, to be able to Elven Ambush, no, we can't do that now, of course. Let's see, so probably end up blocking the Gargaroth and killing a few creatures. Oops. Yeah, you had a card to protect your Gargaroth. Good job. I am impressed. So we don't need to worry about that yet. Hold off. Elven Ambush after the block, before the creatures die. Unless he can fight the Thorn Mantle Striker. And that makes it pretty expensive. But we still know. So that's 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's okay. Hello, oh, I'm going to enjoy killing you, Warlock Timmy. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we still get a lot of health from that. Tyvar most likely dies either way next turn. Giving a +1/+1 counter doesn't get us very far. Easily recast. 6 mana to cast him, and 2 to equip, so at least he can't put the spear on. Maybe save this. Put this on here, and then we'll make it a 3/3 when we bring him back out. So that he can block the Questing Beast. I think the best move for them would be hit us with the questing beast, kill Tyvar. Make a big Yorvo. If they can't trample with Yorvo, he's practically worthless at this point, though. Come on, Tyvar. You can do it. We'll bring you right back. Let's see if you're a troll that actually knows how to play. Oh, here, read the text. When Questing Beast deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to target planeswalker that player controls. You should be embarrassed. You shouldn't be trolling me. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Okay, that takes all of our mana. We can still bind the Questing Beast back to hand. Or just kill Yorvo. Do we want to do? Unfortunately, we don't have another to cast the War Master right now. And you can give trample with the Shadow Spear. So this gets pretty big. It turns it into a 5/5. It'll still do 2 damage here, but at least Tyvar doesn't die at the moment. Hopefully we can get him up to 6. Might be able to get him up to 6, tap our elves down, sacrifice him, and then recast him in the same turn. Oh, that's enough to block, but not to kill the Questing Beast, that's right. Wish the Death Touch was a counter too. Yes, attack the Tyvar. God. Oh, please read your cards if you're going to troll someone. Four damage. Why does it do 4? Oh, because of the, right. He only has to deal 1 to the creature that it's attacking to kill it, so when you put trample on a creature with Death Touch, all of a sudden they become much more powerful. So that whole deal was fairly pointless, wasn't it? We only have the basic forests to get, since this is out. We can Vivian out, but she just dies. This at least gives us an edge in the longer game. Could theoretically put Vivian out if we get a bigger creature and cast them both at the same time. 2-mana creature doesn't do us much good. Let's see, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. We need our elves untap to really take advantage of this, though, wouldn't we? Or Tyvar Kaldheim with some untapped elves, I should say. Iron Scale Hydra, there's no real good answer to that in this deck. You know, I'm going to count this as a win anyway because you're a horrid troll who doesn't read their cards. And you're very slow. Oh my god. Come on. Play your deck. Good job. Alright, weren't able to create a board presence, and attacking does no good. And they've got that Iron Scale Hydra they can grow, and a 6/6 Questing Beast that they will attack with next turn. Can try to distract them with something like this. Sure. Are you going to say good game? Of course you are. But you're going to take 5 minutes on your turn before you do it. I have no respect for you, Warlock Timmy. Yeah, nice. Are you going to attack Vivian now? Okay, this is very boring. Yeah, you are going to attack Vivian. Oh, jeez. Just to show you that Death Touch doesn't work on Iron Scale Hydra. It's blocked there before we concede, and they can think that they've beaten us into submission with their amazing plays. You're going to say oops? Where's your oops? Come on. Not a very good troll. And a land. Yes, that's exactly what we needed. Vorinclex would be really fun with Tyvar Brawl. Get that instant 6/6 to get the draw 2 haste. Alright. So, good games. Okay, back for the wrap-up on Tyvar Brawl. Wish we could have killed that last troll, but unfortunately it doesn't always go our way, does it? Pretty good stuff. Love the deck. I'm not sure about Wildwood Tracker. He seems a little underpowered, but did good work for us in that one game we saw him. Everything else, though, I am pretty convinced. I like it. He's a good commander. Fairly quick games, wide boards. If you enjoy elves, this is the way to go. Take him into battle and pump him up and go. So enjoy all the extra mana advantage and creature advantage, and try to get that emblem out. Oh, you love to see it. All right. Good luck. Have fun.